Hello friends, I am Professor Shashikala Jadhav. Welcome to our channel English Guru. In this video, we will see the very beautiful poem in 11th standard syllabus, The Sower. This poem is written by Victor Hugo and translated by Indian poetess Torulata Dutt. The farming and the life of the farmer is the major theme of the poem, and the poet described his feeling for the farmer. He gave description about the nature around the farmer. Optimism, hopefulness, aspirations, dedication, hard work, devotion, perseverance are important themes discussed in this poem by the poet. About the author, Victor Hugo was famous French writer. He is known for his famous poetry, novels, and also famous for journalist. Torulata Dutt is a Bengali poetess known as Toru. She wrote in English and French. She is first Indian poetess to write verses in English and French. She has translated dozens of poems in English. The Sower is also most beautiful poem translated by Torulata Dutt. My dear student, now go through the stanza line by line. The Sower. Sitting in a porchway cool, sunlight I see dying fast, twilight hasten on to rule, working hours have well nigh past. Porchway means veranda or entrance of the house. Poet was sitting in porchway and enjoying the sunset and reddish sky. Poet described the twilight sky. Twilight here means evening time. The overpower of the twilight sky over the day time because it is a time between the day and night. म्हणजे दिवस संपलेला आहे आणि रात्र होणार आहे यामधला जो पिरियड असतो सूर्य मावळतानाचा त्याचं वर्णन कवीने या ठिकाणी केलेलं आहे. The time of work in the fields are over and the farmer and other workers cannot be seen anywhere. Soon it is going to be night and dark all around. Darkness spreading all over. Here hastens means move or travel hurriedly. Well nigh means almost but not completely, just about. Shadows run across the lands, but a soul lingers still. Old in rags, he patient stand looking on Eiffel tree. The twilight sky beautifies the place and overshadows, and dark images of mountains and trees are spreading all around the nature. The attention of the poet is struck on a farmer who is standing alone in the field. From this stanza onwards, the major attention is taken over by the farmer who is standing alone in the field. The old sower and his cloth was old, tattered and muddy. The poet was very thrilled to see his calm and peaceful in the field. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी अंधार पडू लागलेला आहे तरी सुद्धा सर्वत्र झाडांच्या पर्वताच्या सावल्या डोंगरांच्या पडलेल्या आहेत असं त्यावेळेचं वर्णन करतायत कवी. तरी सुद्धा सगळे जे शेतकऱ्याचं वर्णन केलेलं आहे सोअरचं तो त्याच ठिकाणी लिंगर्स होतोय. लिंगर्स मीन्स हँग्स अराउंड अँड रिमेन्स. तो त्याच ठिकाणी उभा आहे. घरी जाण्यास त्याचं मन तयार होत नाही आणि हे सर्व पाहून कवी आहेत ते थ्रिल होत आहेत म्हणजे रोमांचित होत आहेत. नेक्स्ट स्टांजा. Black and high, his silhouette dominates the furrow's deep. Now to sow the task is set. Soon shall come a time to reap. Here, silhouette means shape, outline of someone against a brighter background. Here, silhouette means shadow of the farmer. Furrow means line, trench, and channel. Means in मराठी सरी. आपण पेरण्यासाठी किंवा बटाटे लावण्यासाठी जी सरी करतो बी पेरण्यासाठी ती सरी. Dominates means have a power and influence over. Let's look in the stanza in English. Since is a twilight time, everything appears to be blackish and reddish in color. Silhouette words is a French in origin, means an illustrated outline filled with solid color, usually black. The black shadow of the sower is dominating the deep furrows in the fields. Since the sun is setting, the silhouette gradually becomes bigger and bigger, thus even the deeper furrows seems to be small in front of the sower. Here, human aspect is shown powerful and dominating over the nature. म्हणजे या ठिकाणी जशी जशी रात्र होऊ लागलेली आहे तशी तशी त्या सोरची जी शॅडो आहे ती शॅडो उंच उंच होऊ लागलेली आहे की त्या शॅडोने डॉमिनेट्स द फरोज. म्हणजे जे काही शेत आहेत त्यांनी जे काही सरी तयार केलेले आहेत त्याच्यावर ते डॉमिनेट करते म्हणजे हॅव अ पॉवर अँड इन्फ्लुअन्स ओव्हर, वर्चस्व गाजवतं. नाव टू सो द टास्क इज सेट, सून शाल कम अ टाइम टू रीप. शेतकऱ्याचं बी आहे ते पेरून झालेलं आहे आणि आता लवकरच रीप म्हणजे पीक काढणीचा टाइम येणार आहे. हिअर पोएट हॅज डिस्क्राइब द माइंडसेट ऑफ द पोएट. In this line, Victor Hugo describes the farmer is hoping for a good harvest that will have to do in future because today he will sow some seeds, later will be water, the seeds will grow soon and soon the grains will appear and all his dreams will be fulfilled, all his wishes will be fulfilled. Means poet gave here the message to his reader that one should work hard while others give up. This way they will be able to get fruits of their dedication and devotion. Stanza number 4. Marches he along the plain to and fro and scatter wide from his hand the precious grains, muse I as I see him stride. Stride means to walk with long steps and muse means rest in thought and reflect. This stanza deals with the movement of the farmers and about his action in the field. The poet describes the farmer as marching rather than just saying walking. This might be because of his strong determination and positive attitudes towards bright future. The farmer was all alone in the field because he was the only person so fond of farming. The farmer moves to and fro means forward and backward from end to end. म्हणजे या बांधापासून शेताच्या त्या बांधापर्यंत असा तो शेतकरी कंटिन्यू फेरे मारत होता मीन्स स्कॅटरिंग द प्रेशियस ग्रेन्स. जे काही धान्य आहे बी आहे तो स्कॅटर करत होता म्हणजे पेरत होता. विच आर बोथ अ सिम्बल ऑफ प्रॉस्परिटी अँड वेल्थ ऑफ फ्युचर. Here plains means farm, शेत. The precious grains, because each and every grain is important in the life of farmer. It will be make the farmer prosperous. Muse I as I see him stride. Muse means rest in thought. Poet becomes sad to see the hard work of farmer. Last stanza, stanza number 5. Darkness deepens, fades the light. Now his gestures to mine eyes are august and strange. His height seems to touch the starry sky. Here, august means noble, dignified, and impressive. Here, august is an adjective, not noun. August noun means month. In this stanza, poet describes the night sky. The twilight sky gradually turns to night sky. Everywhere the darkness appears. Now the soul is invisible to the poet. Even then, poet speaks about the gestures or movement of the soul. He may not go back to the field. Now poet feels the majesty, noble image of the soul. The shadow of the soul now reached the top of the sky, and the world appears to be the reflection of his shadow. The starry skies are nothing but the reflection of the seeds thrown out from the hand of the soul. या ठिकाणी कवीने जो फार्मर आहे किंवा सोअर आहे त्याचं वर्णन नोबल असं केलेलं आहे. त्याला तो शेतकरी फार महान वाटतोय की तो सर्व अडचणींवर आपल्या मात करून कसा स्टँड झालेला आहे. त्याला जी काय ॲस्पायरेशन आहे, होप आहे, ऑप्टिमिझम आहे शेतकऱ्याचं, हे पाहून कवी अत्यंत भारावून गेलेले आहेत. Thank you for watching video, and don't forget to subscribe our channel for getting notification of upcoming videos. Thank you friends. Next video we will see the appreciation of the poem The Soul. Thank you.